So, how do DJs always know what to play next? Taken from our Amazon global best-selling book, Rock the Dance Floor, in this live lesson, I'm going to talk you through 7 ways that DJs figure this stuff out. Join me in 30 and we'll get started. It's a big one, isn't it? It scares the hell out of new DJs especially. What do I play next? And if you think about it, you know, if you're a runner, you're putting one foot in front of the other. If you're a cyclist, you're pushing down on one pedal than the other. If you're a DJ, you're picking a new song every couple of minutes. It's what we do. It's not by chance that the phrase a DJ is only as good as the last song they played kind of came into popular use, is it? So look, this is a big thing. At the time of recording this, Rekordbox 7 has just been launched with loads of AI features. There's whole websites like crate hackers that are there to help you make playlists and choose what to play next. Your streaming service, if you use Spotify or Apple Music, they spend millions on algorithms that will keep you listening. And the way they do that is by trying to pick the right next song for you. You know, there's a lot of resource and time and money and expertise and complication that goes into this whole idea, this whole thing. But it doesn't have to be difficult. It's what we do as DJs. If you're a DJ, you probably got into this because you heard a DJ somewhere. Picture me, go with me on this one because I'm sure you've been there. You heard a DJ somewhere, maybe you're back at someone's house and it's not really a DJ, it's just someone with their phone and they've got YouTube and a Bluetooth speaker and they can't think of what to play and they keep getting distracted and you get more silence than music and people are arguing over what to play next and you're like, for God's sake, I could do better than that. Maybe it's not coincidence that the phrase last night a DJ saved my life kind of also caught on. Maybe all that DJ really did was cut out the gaps, right? If DJing is just about cutting out the gaps and playing something half decent next, then you shouldn't lose confidence and you shouldn't double guess, you shouldn't make it too hard, you shouldn't overcomplicate things. So in the book, we give 7 absolute basic ways of making this choice every time, every 90 seconds, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however long you leave it before the next song in your DJing. And I'm going to go through those now. Now on the website over on digitaldjtips.com, we've got a big article called How DJs Always Know What Song to Play Next Without Ever Panicking. This goes into an awful lot more detail than what I'm about to do now because we haven't got all day to do this. So there's a lot of gold here if you're interested in this. The best way to find this article is to go to digitaldjtips.com, click in the little magnifying glass in the top corner and just type in the word panicking because it's in the title, right? How DJs know what to play next without panicking. And it will come up in the search results as the top result. Then you can click on there and get straight to this article. So that said, I'm going to give you the short version here. These are the 7 ways that we talk about in the Rock the Dance Floor book. So number 1, just pick a song on instinct. Don't overthink it. What do you think you should play next? You're probably right. 2/3 of the time, 4 times out of 5, you're probably right. What do you think you should play next? Play it. Job done. No need for the other 6. You can toddle off now, do something else. Oh, you're still here. You want some more. Okay. So instinct, it's normally the right choice. Just do it. Look, the second one, and this is a classic DJ's trick, play something in a similar BPM or in the same genre or in a compatible musical key. That's that holy trinity, BPM, genre, key. And the reason we do this is we want to make the transition between the current song and the next song a slippery slide, a well-oiled slippery slide where it just happens. No one even notices. And these things will all help you do that. Look, if the BPM is the same, then people don't have to change the way they're dancing to your music. If the genre is the same, people might not even notice the change. They're not listening as hard as you think they are. And if you pick something in a compatible musical key, even if some of the other things about the song don't match, it could well sound like musically it was meant to happen. Again, it can just, less people even notice you've done something. The beauty is that in your DJ software, you can sort by all those things. You can sort any playlist by key, genre, or BPM, and then you can see kind of mini sets of all the tracks that are in a similar key or in the same genre or in a close by BPM will all be together, and it's almost giving you less to choose from, right? So now you can apply instinct on the ones that are in front of you. So you see how these things kind of add up and work together. So the third one is play something in a totally different BPM, genre, or key. So if you've been playing the same BPM, the same tempo, the same genre for a while, sometimes that's just a ticket. One thing I learned very early on in my DJing is that when you've got a flagging dance floor, dropping the BPM 10 BPMs to something that they know can nearly always work wonders. It just allows people who can't keep up with the current tempo to come back to the floor, and it'll give you a new lease of life. There's just one example there. Similarly, if you're using your DJ software's amazing features to play a set that's completely in key, harmonically mixed, well done. But that itself can get a bit boring. A well-timed key change, as we know from watching all the talent shows on TV, right, where every 2-minute performance by some hopeful new singer seems to have 2 key changes in it. A well-timed key change, it's like a change of camera, like that. It makes you immediately tune in again, right? So use it. Use key changes to your advantage. It's not wrong to do these things. So number 4, just play something that's worked before. If you're playing in a venue week after week, you know what works. You know what works in that venue. To some DJs, like, this is a big no-no. Oh, you can't do that. You know, you've got to keep mixing it up all the time. Well, no, you haven't. Listen to the radio. The reason the radio plays that they have, radios tend to have, if you don't know how radios program their music, they have an A list, a B list, and a C list. The A list are the heavy rotation songs, and the B and the C are the next 2 levels down. They do this for a reason, because they want a mix of innovation, if you like, and familiarity. You know what you're going to get when you tune in. And it's the same in clubs. People want to go and know what they're going to get. They want to hear at least some of the songs they're expecting. So it's okay to play songs that have worked before. Don't overthink that. And they're not listening as hard as you think they are. I keep saying this, but it's true. So number 6, and this is where you will always beat an AI or a jukebox or a Spotify playlist. Play something that lyrically matches the moment. So you know the whole thing about pub quizzes, right? You've ever been to a pub quiz where you given out a sheet of paper and they ask questions, and you know the winner takes home a crate of beer or something. What happened with pub quizzes was Google killed them, because people could find the answers out really quickly, right? So they now have things like speed quizzing, where you haven't got time to look at Google, or the questions are things like, and I used to do this when I used to set pub quizzes. You know, what was the song that was playing 5 minutes ago in this pub? Things that are just about that moment, things that no one could, that wouldn't make sense anywhere else. This is what playing something that lyrically matches the moment, which is our 6th tip for knowing what to play next, can absolutely kill it. And only a person can do this. Only someone there will even get this. So look, 2 classics that I've done in the past. KRS-One's Sound of the Police, When the Police Pay the Venue a Visit. If you're cheeky enough, I've done it. I once played Blue Pearl's Naked in the Rain. I was playing in a big outdoor place on a balcony of a bar, looking out over the outdoor area, and it suddenly started raining. I'm from Manchester in England. That happens a lot. Anyone who saw the Manchester United game at the weekend will know what happened immediately after the game finished with the rain. It was biblical. So that's the place I'm from. So it was a common thing. Summer gigs outdoors used to happen all the time. So I used to play Naked in the Rain by Blue Pearl, and it just worked. People liked it. You know, you're soaking wet and the DJ just played a song about it. Look, there's a reason that Stevie Wonder's Happy Birthday and Queen's We Are the Champions live in mobile DJs' boxes decade after decade, right? These songs exist for a reason, and the reason is to drop them at just the right moment, because something about the lyric or the song matches that moment. So think about songs that do that in your sets. Make the set something that people will talk about afterwards. showing there was a real person doing it. And number 7, these are the obvious things, people. That's why they are the first things we talk to you about in the book when we're talking about this. And again, if you want to take this a lot deeper, go and find this article, How DJs Always Know What Song to Play Without Ever Panicking. It goes into a lot more depth about this. But look, number 7, it's obvious stuff. Play a big hit, play a floor filler, play something that you know is going to work. Every DJ has a crate or a playlist called exactly that, you know, get out of jail, floor fillers, fallback. I was once DJing on a boat. Oh, sorry, I wasn't actually DJing, I was with my friend who was DJing on a boat. It's one of those boats that goes up and down the River Thames in London. And they play, you know, here's a great example of playing a song that matches the moment. So this is a boat that goes up and down past the Houses of Parliament and all this kind of thing. And they always used to play Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols as they went past the Houses of Parliament. You know, it's cliched stuff, but there's a good example of number 6. But no, he used to have a folder which he called the, and excuse my language if you've got children listening, the shit folder. And he used to keep this folder he used to play Christmas gigs, right? So he'd do a whole series in December of Christmas parties on this boat and make a load of money for the charity he worked for. And he would start off by playing, you know, really upbeat house, Robin S. and all the classic house tracks. And he would hope to stay in that folder. He would hope to stay in there because he liked that music. But sometimes it just didn't work. And so he had to go to that shit folder in order just to get anyone on the dance floor. And I remember him memorably getting on his phone when I was with him on one of these parties, and he said to his mate, "Oh, you never guess what, I've had to go into the folder already." But every DJ has one of those folders. It's the folder of floor fillers. So don't be scared to play a floor filler if nothing else works. We've covered the very basic things here then about what to do when you're not sure what to play next in a DJ set. Go on instinct. Pick something that's technically in a similar BPM or key or genre. Pick something that's totally different in those things. Pick something that has worked for you before. Pick something that you've never played before. Pick something that matches lyrically, or if all else fails, just play one of those current big hits or floor fillers. It doesn't have to be rocket science, people. And at the end of the day, you got into this because you do know better. So don't forget that. That's why you're doing this. And if you're not a DJ, well, now you know how DJs do this most of the time in their sets. Right, this is a live lesson, which means that I have here on the comment computer all that you've got to say about this. So we're going to spend the last few minutes talking about your stories, your ideas, your thoughts about knowing what to play next. So hello to Lozia, hello to Mr. Good News, and to Tesno Pesno on Twitch. Hello to Mike and Kesha. Sorry to hear your news the other week, by the way, Kesha. I did see that scrolling past. Hello to Robert, Dr. Clara, to Mac and Kevin and Java Man Sanchez. Hello to Anthony and Mixmaster G, as ever. Good to see you here, Mixmaster G. Apparently Rekordbox's site is down, and so no one can download Rekordbox 7 that I was talking about. You can't teach experience, says Disco Monkey. No, you can't. And here's the thing. DJing is, I always say, it's an art and a craft. The craft is the mixing, the craft is the technical stuff, the craft is knowing what to do with your hands and your ears and coordinating it all, but the art is knowing what to play next. You can learn the craft, but the art, you never know it all, because tastes change, dance floors change, music changes. It's what keeps DJing endlessly fascinating, and I totally agree with you, Disco Monkey. So the problem is that we as DJs have virtually unlimited musical choice, which ironically makes it harder to choose. So I didn't want to go into too much detail about this, but it's also in the book and it's also in our training course, the complete DJ course. But the thing you do before you even turn up at any event is pick a playlist of tunes that you're likely to want to play. Make it about twice as long as you're going to need, and that gets you round the analysis paralysis, because at least you're not looking at your whole collection. You're just looking at a set you've already half thought about, right? So that's the way we teach getting around that one. Tesno Pesno says, never panicking. I get what you did there. Yeah, it's all about not panicking. Hello, Craig. Hello, Robert. Right, so apparently a lot of you are liking the features like filter or match. So over here on CDJs, they have a filter feature, a track filter feature, and Engine DJ has got a match feature. And these features you can program to tell them to give you tracks within a certain BPM range, within the same or compatible key and genres and so on, to automate what I was talking about. So yes, I agree with you, Stu, it's very useful. Phil says, this channel's amazing over on Facebook. A lot of valuable info always. We try to help, Phil. By the way, this is the new version of our book. You might have noticed that it's got a new cover. If you want to be the first to know when this is out, it's at the end of May. Go to djtips.co/book. djtips.co/book. And put your email address in. We'll email you the second it goes live. It's worth doing that because it's going to be 99p or 99 cents for the Kindle version of this, but only for 24 hours when it goes live. And we can't tell you the second that that's going to happen because Amazon. So go put your name in, djtips.co/book, and we will email you the second it goes live, and then you can go grab it for 99p and not $12 or euros or pounds or whatever it's going to actually cost when it's out. So Daniel says, oh, I love this one, Daniel. I'm going to steal this. When in doubt, echo out. I love it. That's brilliant. Thank you for that. Right. So Benny says, I've got a big school event this Saturday and the music these kids play nowadays is something else. So I'm hoping the preparation I'm doing does the job. So far I've put together at least 6 hours of music just in case. So good luck with that gig. I taught my daughter to DJ and she was only 10 at the time and she played a 3-hour set at the end of middle school to her lower age group and then to her age group. Played all night. I'm very proud of her. And she had someone on their phone downloading the songs the other kids wanted, and she was refreshing a Tidal playlist on her Engine DJ equipment. I mean, this is a 10-year-old. Brilliant. Very proud of the girl. Anyway, Tesno Pesno, thanks for being very active here and helping us out a lot in the comments this week. My friend says, working on your playlist is also important. Exactly. As I said, I didn't want to go into that bit, but yes, it is very important. DJ Mechanicom says maybe the Record Box 7 site is down while they update it to 7.1 with improved stems. Cheeky. Right, so finally, I think I'm going to just check if there's something else here that we haven't covered that is, oh, DJ Stu C. Luther Vandross is surely the best floor filler of all time. It always depends where you're DJing, always depends who you are and where you're DJing, doesn't it? So this is one. What do you do from Apostolis? What do you do if you're playing in an unfamiliar location? Do you try a few things and just watch the crowd appear and disappear randomly? Well, it's a good question, so I'll give you 2 bits of advice, and this is where we're going to end. If you're playing in a new place, do one of these things or both of them. 1, pre-read the crowd. This is what James Hype does all the time. Go to either Shazam's website and look at what the chart for that city or town is. Shazam has got charts for every city and town in the world. Well, a lot of them, which is awesome because you can look up what people are Shazamming right there. So there's your floor fillers sorted out. But secondly, so pre-read the crowd. Secondly, play what we call DJ darts. So DJ darts is, you imagine you've got a dartboard, you're throwing a dart all around the board, every genre you've got, every style of music, new, old, vocal, slow, fast, you know, something melodic, something driving. Just play a bit of everything you've got and keep an eye on people tapping their feet, people smiling, talking to each other about the music, giving you the thumbs up as the place is filling up, and then concentrate on the genres that you thought were doing best later on when it's getting busier. So a couple of tips there. Right, I'm going to go, people. Remember, djtips.co/book if you'd like to know the second that this is available to you for 99 pence or cents, or whatever your local currency is. It'll be a lot less than it would cost 24 hours later. So do go put your name in there for that. And if you've liked today's topic, then remember we've got this article on the Digital DJ Tips website, how DJs always know what song to play next without ever panicking. And if you like this article and you like the idea of learning from articles like this, then go to the free guides page on our website and you'll find that there's lots and lots of these here that you can drill into in all kinds of areas. Even as esoteric as a quick guide to buying second-hand DJ gear. That's an absolute random one I just clicked on there. We've got over 5,000 articles on the website going back many years, so it's a treasure trove if you like to read about your DJing as much as watch it. So thank you. Till next time, get good, get out there, make the moments, and I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.